The driver tried to turn us into fish with his tsunami from the curb, so a metal rod from the drain reshaped his fender, and we laughed at him hysterically until he regret his life choices. I don't know if this counts as revenge because I wasn't the one who delivered it. I think it was God, or karma, or whatever deity watches over chaotic teenagers walking home from school. Either way, I witnessed it, I celebrated it, and I still think about it 12 years later. I was 16 at the time. My friends and I were walking home after school in that light drizzle that doesn't really require an umbrella, but still makes everything wet and annoying. You know the kind. Falling droplets, gray sky, puddles forming on the edges of the street. Teenagers in groups are basically feral creatures. We were loud, we were laughing at nothing, we were pushing each other into each other. Harmless chaos. We never bothered anyone outside our circle, just vibing and making fun of each other while trying not to step in the deeper puddles. The curbs that day were drowning. Our city had terrible drainage infrastructure, so whenever it rained, the water just pooled along the sides of the street like mini rivers. Some drains had metal rods sticking out of them to prevent leaves from clogging the pipes. Very janky, very our city. Then this car appeared. Now the street was wide enough for two cars side by side with room to spare. This guy had absolutely no reason to be anywhere near the curb. No reason at all, but he saw us, and he swerved. I remember seeing the car change direction and thinking he was about to hit us. My first instinct was to grab whoever was closest and push them toward the wall. I turned my back to the street and braced myself, thinking about my dog waiting for me at home. Then came the wave. This man accelerated into that puddle like he was trying to help us evolve back into aquatic creatures. Like he looked at a group of teenagers minding their own business and thought, you know what would be hilarious? Attempted drowning. The tsunami was biblical. I felt water hit my back and my butt and probably places I didn't even know existed. For a split second, I thought I might actually develop gills. But then, a sound. The loudest clunk I've ever heard in my life. We all spun around, still dripping, still confused. The car had stopped, just stopped, right there next to us. Smoke was coming from somewhere near the tires. The front fender was completely caved in, metal crumpled like paper. The pavement behind him was cracked. Here's what happened. Remember those metal rods sticking out of the drains? The ones meant to catch leaves and debris? One of them caught something else that day. His fender. When he accelerated through that puddle to drench us, he also drove directly into a metal rod that was invisible under the water. The impact was so hard it broke the rod in half, but not before it reshaped the entire front of his car. Instant karma. Divine intervention. Whatever you want to call it. The driver got out and looked at his car like he couldn't process what had happened. Then he looked at us, soaking wet, staring at him. For a moment, nobody moved. Then one of my friends started laughing. Not a normal laugh. A theatrical, pointing, knee-slapping, absolutely unhinged laugh. The kind of laugh you do when you're 16, and you just witness the universe deliver perfect justice on your behalf. We all joined in. We were pointing at him, pointing at his car. Some of my friends were literally doubled over. One guy was clapping. It was the most dramatic, exaggerated display of mockery a group of teenagers has ever produced. The driver's face went red. He took a step toward us like he was going to do something, then stopped. What was he going to do? Beat up a bunch of kids in the middle of the street? He just stood there, wet from his own splash zone, staring at his destroyed fender while a group of dripping teenagers laughed at him like he was the funniest thing we'd ever seen. We eventually walked away, still cackling, still soaking, still in disbelief. I walked home that day feeling like the universe had my back, like somewhere up there, something was watching over chaotic teenagers who minded their own business and didn't mess with strangers. The impact site got fixed eventually. The drainage in that area got better too, I think. But I still remember that guy's face, the confusion, the anger, the realization that he destroyed his own car trying to be a jerk to a bunch of kids. Lesson learned, don't try to turn teenagers into fish. The universe is always watching.